I'm Divya Barnwal. I'm going to present my small research that is using expert choice in rational decision making for e-learning artifacts. This small project is collaborated with Professor Pal, DEM and DHU. So the abstract of this paper is like that. This paper presents the study of various conditions based on a rational decision making process to prioritize the specific artifacts used for e-learning, and for this study 8 standard condition and 9 artifacts are used in the workshop mode, and this is studied showed in the context of learners' use and acceptance of technology, price value, and the social influence are determinant condition as it easiest way, affordable, accessible. Apart from this, as an artifact, mobile internet is frequently chosen in various countries. At present, people always use technology to support their daily lives. Technology is in every walk of life. Without technology, we cannot move. We cannot do anything. So, technology is a very crucial part of our daily life. So now e-learning amalgamates the two domains. One is the technology and the one is the learning. Learning through electronic system combine various appliances such as visualization, storage, writing, communication, technology. Learning is a cognitive process while technology is an enabler of the learning process. Presently, the e-learning concept is not limited to use of computer only as an artifact in the learning process. Rather, it includes, apart from the technology, learning methods, strategies. Recently, it is directed to the extensive potential of content dissemination and interconnection interconnections. According to the Vygotsky, 1978, he affirmed that the student's use of an artifact to accomplish a task and lead to the student's appropriation of the particular content. According to Vygotsky, Vygotsky elements that resonated with our institutions for on the role of artifacts and of science derived from their use in the construction of knowledge. Specific artifacts have with respect to fostering the education process. While referring to decision making, researchers would like to highlight an excerpt from the Simon's rational decision making process, which assert that rationality is the center point of decision making. For example, when an individual or learner is faced with a number of alternatives during learning, the learner accept one or two alternatives which is affordable, easiest way, or accessibility of technology, or one he or she requires. It means the learner analyze which possible and the best aspects for his learning. It is referred as the rationality. Similarly, investigators got a chance to find out which alternative is accessible, affordable for learning. So in this regard, the focus of this paper is to study in what condition means the 8 conditions from Venkatesh 2003 and 2012, referred as the rational decision making process. Specific artifacts or various appliances, for example social media, mobile internet, etc. The 9 artifacts are used for learning. I would like to state that here hedonic motivation, price value, and habit constructs are incorporated in UTUT model, which found very considerable improvement in variance. So what is UTUT? It means the unified theory of acceptance and the use of technology to study the acceptance and the use of technology in a consumer context. After some times, the UTAUT2 model has introduced, which have been used to produce a substantial improvement in the variance explained in a behavior intention and technological use. The methods. This research has been done in a workshop mode. 8 participants had participated, in which three from Indonesia, two from Thailand, two from Vietnam, and one from India. Participants have grouped country-wise. Each individual has to do ranking from 1 to 9 based on their rational decision-making process in a workshop mode. It's very important to note down it has been done in a workshop mode. SPSS to find correlation coefficient. The standardized condition according to Ventus et al. 2003 and 2012 are used. They are performance expectancy, effort expectancy, social influence, facility condition, hedonic motivation, price value, behavior, intention, and habit, and various artifacts such as social media, YouTube, email, and Google video conference, mobile internet, masses apps, masses, and in Microsoft are used. These artifacts are have used as because all participants have done some research works based on these topics. So from their research works, these 9 parameters have been taken. Expert choice are used to interpret the data. Expert choice is a collaborative decision support software based on an analytical hierarchy process that will facilitate analytical hierarchy process developed by Thomas Sati in 1977. So AHP is to analyze the results because the information is obtained from the satisfaction and allows slightly inconsistent judgment because human beings are not always consistent. The delimitation of the speaker is it is only discussed the one participant in Ram from India according in different condition. He has done a ranking. He has done his ranking. Analysis and discussion. In this part, first one is the artifact. Ram, which is a 14 to 16-year-old student who lived in education backward block of one of the most populous state of India, where literacy is still mitigated, has given rank 1 for mobile internet for artifacts and different rational decision making conditions such as price value, social influence, performance expectancy, habit, and facilitating conditions. However, according to the statistics, smartphone penetration rate in India is 29% in 2009 according to data, and 57% of rural users access the internet daily. So mobile internet and technology are the attractive and easy means to maintain the literacy skills and gain constant access to information, as they are affordable and can be easily distributed and hold benefited potential for learning and development, and it is an inexpensive alternative compared to the traditional e-learning equipment such as PCs and laptops. The next one is an important condition. Here we can see the price value is the highest condition in using the social media artifact, and the price value is the predicator of the use of technology, an important condition to play a crucial role in determining technology acceptance and use directly. Price value effects is associated with gender, age, but we have delimitation by socio-culture, economic perspective. Indian society is different and diverse. The cost and price structure may have significant impact on the technology used. Price value has a positive impact when the benefits of using a technology are perceived to be greater than in a monetary cost. And the second construct of learner use of technology is social influence. The third one is the performance expectancy. Here we can see that um, a facilitating condition is the least preferring condition for technology acceptance, because this work has done in a group workshop mode. So from there we can observe that Indian student price value and social influence are a preferring condition. For Indonesian student, habit, hedonic motivation, social influence are preferring condition, and for Thai students it is effort expectancy, and for Vietnamese students the price value and hedonic motivation are the preferring conditions. A glance from the comparison where we can see the spaces defined correlation coefficient is female candles tau here. For the eigenvalues of Indian student for social media is 25.2%, and for YouTube it is 19.5. And from here we can observe that for Thai students, social media and YouTube; for Indonesian student, YouTube, social media, email; and for Vietnamese video conference and social media are the prioritization of selection. Overall score is significant at 0.413. It can indicate that there is no significant difference between the countries in choosing media. Only Indonesia data is significant. It is 0.721. So from the present paper underpinnings the rational decision making process for selecting alternative technology artifacts for learning in a workshop mode. The 8 standardized conditions have selected for 9 medium of learning which change the conventional way of teaching learning process. So from there we can conclude that mobile internet is prioritization as an artifact in different rational decision making process, like price value and social influence, as it is the easiest way, affordable and accessible. Participants have set their own alternatives technology acceptance for learning as social media and YouTube, and the realm of social media is increasingly emerging in the field of education. So there, the data are all the data are not significant. It means the participant have from the different region has own idea choosing alternatives technology acceptance for learning, and it cannot indicates that what is best condition and which influence student to use media. The limitation of this paper, we do not delineate how individual characteristics such as gender, age, or experience jointly effect on price value on behavior intention. So price value, social influence, and their interaction with AUT2 moderators are crucial in expanding the scope and the generalizability of the AUT2 to the learner's technology and acceptance. So thank you for listening. If you have any queries, please mail me on this email address.